Hello everyone, my name is Ryan. In this lesson I'm going to take a bit of a break from the traditional HTML that we've been covering, and I'm going to look at a plugin to brackets called Emmet. So you can download Emmet from emmet.io. This has documentation and it also has a download section. So you might wonder, what is Emmet? Well, it's just a very nice tool to rapidly create HTML and CSS without having to type it out yourself. So I'll give you how to install it. So first of all, you go to your download link and you'll see that you can download Emmet for quite a few different popular editors, including brackets. So seeing that we're using brackets, we're going to go to the instructions for how to install it on brackets. And it says you just need to run brackets, select File, Extension Manager, find Emmet and click Install. That sounds easy enough. So within brackets, you go to File, Extension Manager. Alternatively, you can click on the little block here, and this pulls up your Extension Manager. And these are basically plugins that can be downloaded and installed to give additional functionality to brackets. So I'm going to search for Emmet under available extensions, and it says here, here's Emmet. It has its high-speed HTML and CSS workflow. Press install, and that will download it and install it to your machine. It's not very big, so it shouldn't take too long to install. Okay, installation successful. Now I'm going to close that. Now we need to reload brackets. To reload brackets, normally you will just press F5 and that will do a refresh of brackets, and then Emmet should be fully activated. You'll notice also now we have a new menu that has appeared called Emmet, and it's got various different features on it. So let's go to the documentation of Emmet by going to the documentation link, and you'll see that it does give you a whole lot of help here. I'm going to just go to syntax to give you a start. Let's just have a look at this. So first of all, one thing you could do is you could use a piece of code like this, which will produce that. So what does greater than mean? It means a child. So the UL becomes a child of the div, and the li becomes a child of the UL. And then a sibling is the plus operator. So if we say div plus p, that div is a brother or sister to this paragraph, because they're right next to each other as opposed to being nested. So just remember that the greater than sign is child and the plus is sibling. So let's do a quick demonstration. So if I say p greater than span, I have a span tag within a paragraph. And in case you're wondering how I got that, I just pressed my tab key and that completed the code. And if you want to undo, you just press Ctrl Z to take you back. So let me show you a couple more examples. P times 3, that will give me 3 paragraphs. Pretty cool. And then one that you may have seen me do earlier on, greater than means child, and then lorem. Lorem is that lorem ipsum text we had looked at earlier on for placeholder text. Press tab, and now you've got 3 paragraphs with lorem ipsum text in it. Okay, so just some little nice tricks that can speed up development. One of my favorite ones is the exclamation mark and then tab, and that gives you your basic HTML outline. Some other nice things that you can do with Emmet. Let's say I have a list and I want to turn that into a paragraph. I'll just highlight it. Under the Emmet menu, you'll see an option that says wrap with abbreviation. I normally use the hotkey for it. And then it gives you a box at the bottom where you can type in something. So if you just press P, notice how it has put P's around it, and just press enter, and then it completes it. Now it's in a paragraph. So wrap means enclose. So by highlighting something and wrapping it, you're enclosing it. Let me undo that and do it again, but this time I'm going to say P, and I'm going to use a multiplication symbol. What that means is apply the P tag to each and every thing that's been highlighted. So now it's giving me 3 P tags instead of one big P tag. So that's very powerful. Some other things you could do is you could say, for example, first you want a heading followed by a child of let's say 3 paragraphs of lorem text, followed by another child of a block quote, and the block quote must contain a sentence that says this is a block quote. Okay, and press tab, and you can see it does all that coding for us. So here it's given me a heading that's empty. It's giving me 3 paragraphs of lorem text and a block quote. So there's a lot more to learn in terms of Emmet. I think the best thing for you to do will be to follow the help file, the documentation, and see the kind of things you can do. There's a lot of nice examples here and a little bit of videos that you can use. And then the cheat sheet is very nice. The cheat sheet shows you all the different things you can do all on one page. So let's have a look at some of these. Some of the HTML will be a bit foreign to you at this point because we haven't covered all of it yet. But let me just pick an example that we can try. This one should be relatively easy to follow. So I'll paste that in and press tab, and then it gives me a paragraph with some text as well as a hyperlink inside the text. So let me just undo that and you can see what it looks like. So the P means paragraph, the greater than means child. Inside there I want a child with some text, so I've got the word click and a space. Plus means sibling, so create a anchor tag, which we haven't done yet, with some text inside of it. Another sibling, some more text inside of it. So let me show you another example. We could have let's say we want to do the link tag for a style sheet. You know that if you just type link and press tab, it automatically gives you the most commonly used attributes, including the rel tag and the href. And it puts your cursor in place for you to start typing the file that you want to include. So this kind of thing can save you a hang of a lot of time. So let's wrap this lesson up, and feel free to download Emmet and start playing around with it, and I'm sure it will start saving you plenty of time.